Okay, so let's start looking at separating these out into different drawings now. I'm going to do it all on room 1. The process will be the same for each room, but we're going to focus on room 1. So let's go to our room 1 tab, and because we set up our viewport, we only show room 1. Okay, I'm not going to put any text on for now. I'm going to concentrate on changing these to the different views. So let's rename this first, and I'm going to rename that room 1 furniture. Okay, then I'm going to do a copy, right click, copy, move to end, create a copy. Okay, and I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do move or copy, create a copy, move to end, and you can see it's automatically renaming it room 1 furniture 2 and room 1 furniture 3. I'm going to change this one, just double click it, and I'm going to change it to lighting, and I'm going to change this one to, I'll call it heating. It may have been called mechanical or something, depends the company you work for. I'm just going to call it heating so we know what it is. Okay, so we've got room 1 furniture, room 1 lighting and room 1 heating. Because we created a copy of the furniture one after we'd set up the view, we don't need to change any of the views. All we'll need to do is change what's showing. Okay, so if we go back to model space, we're going to look over some layer control. We went over this in the basic course. If you just wanted to turn layers on and off and show individual things, we can select something like, let's put 0 on as our current layer, and let's select lighting. If we wanted to turn lighting off in the whole drawing, we can turn it off and all our lights go off. Switches and lights have gone. Okay, if we wanted to turn our furniture off, same, furniture's gone. But what we've done there is we've turned it off in the drawing. It's gone out of the whole drawing. That's not what we want at the moment. What we want is a way to turn items off just in their layouts. So we only want furniture in our furniture layout. We don't want furniture showing in the lighting or the heating layout. Again, we want lighting in the lighting layout, not in the furniture or heating layout. But our drawing is the same drawing. We're using one drawing here. We don't have different plans for lighting and heating. So, as well as normal layer control, we have something called viewport layer control. In viewport layer control, you can change the settings of the layers in the viewport, and it will only be affected in that viewport. So what do I mean by that? Well, let's see, room 1 furniture, we only want our furniture in here. We don't want lighting and we don't want heating. So let's double click to go into our tile viewport. Let's lock that before we do anything else. So now we can't move it. Now if we go to layer properties, we have these extra commands here. We have, as well as freeze and on and lock, we have these ones, these VP freeze, new VP freeze, VP color. What that VP is viewport. So what that's basically saying is we can change these settings in the viewport instead of in the drawing. It probably sounds complicated, but all it means is we can go to, we're in furniture, so we can go to our lighting layer, which is unlocked, and we can go to freeze. and it's disappeared. We can go to radiators and let's freeze those too. Okay, again, for purposes of this tutorial, think of freeze and on and off as the same kind of thing. So they have now gone. We've turned them off, but we've only turned them off in this viewport. If we go to another view, they're still there. If we go to our main layout, they're still there. But in the furniture drawing, in that particular viewport, they're gone. So then we can go to our lighting, and you probably guessed by now, but we want to turn furniture VP freeze and radiators VP freeze. Okay. So now we can go to layers and we'll go to furniture. Okay, so now we can go here, and you've probably guessed by now, we'll go to layers, and it's not new viewport freeze, it's viewport freeze. So furniture and radiators. Okay, and click back into paper space. Remember to lock your viewports, and then we'll go to the heating layout, lock our viewport. So on the heating layout we want radiators, viewport freeze, and furniture viewport freeze. Okay, and click in paper space. So now we have 3 drawings for room 1. We have furniture, we've only furniture showed. We have lighting, we've only lighting showed, and we have heating. What's happened there? Sorry, that's my error. Turned off for room 1. We have heating, we've only the heating showed. Okay, just a radiator. So let's change our title. Let's change it to room 01 furniture. Room 02 lighting. Room 01 lighting, and room 01 heating. Now, one thing we need to do also here is we need to change this scale 1 to 50. I'll leave the date, it's up to you, you can do what you want with the date. Let's change that 1 to 50, and this one 1 to 50. Okay, so double click zoom extents. So now we have 3 drawings for room 01. Furniture, lighting and heating. So let's start putting some text on here now. Our dimension on our main layout is for the overall office. On the furniture layout, let's put a dimension of the room itself. Okay, so dimension, and we'll go from, just snap from that point to that point. And again, as in the basic course, because it knows what scale this viewport's at, it knows how how to measure it. Even though it's a different scale to our main layout, it knows what scale it is, so it can work out, even though we're in paper space, it can work out the length of these lines. That's the beauty of AutoCAD. And we would probably have another one showing where this door is. Okay. There we go. And we've left some room here. You could write notes. I may want some kind of furniture schedule. Again, that's just notation. We've been through notes in the basic course. Let's change our drawing number to 0, 0. And there will probably be a numbering system, so we'd call it something like 01A. Room 1. A is for furniture. I am just making up this numbering system. Your company, whoever you work for, would have their own system, which you'd be told to follow, but let's just make something up. So we've got room 01, A is furniture, B is lighting, 01C. Okay. C is heating. Okay, dimensions. I'm just going to have dimensions on our furniture layout. Let's put our room name in, just so we know. Room 1. And we can just copy this from here. And we could go paste. Paste. Okay. So what we've done is we've created, from our main layout, we've created a room layout. Now our main layout, I don't think we need to show this. You wouldn't show all these things in here. So what we can do now, we can go into our main room layout. We can go to the viewport freeze, and we'll freeze it for all three: the furniture, the radiators, and the lighting. So that's just a basic layout. There we go. And that is how you create different drawings on different layout tabs using only one model. This is your model. It has everything on it, everything overlapping each other. A big model with lots of information can look a bit of a mess in model space, but this is just for CAD people to use a model space. What you're actually issuing or sending to others is these tabs, and they will look exactly as they should. But any amendments done to this one model will automatically be represented in all the different layout tabs. Okay, and that is a much better way of working, a much quicker way of working, and much more efficient. So I'd try to work that way as much as you can. And you can be really complicated with this. This is quite a simple drawing, but I've seen and I've done really complicated drawings just using this layer control to turn on and off details. It is a great way of working, and I recommend you get used to working that way. Okay, and I'll see you in the next lesson.